So, making a video today to show you what you might be able to do if, like me, you have arthritis or you're older or you have stiffness in your back. I do a lot of exercise. My back is mostly pretty good, but despite that, every once in a while, for unknown reasons, it'll just, for lack of a better term, go out on me. Happened about a week ago. Went to bed, felt great. Woke up in the morning, jacked my back. Since I started exercising to fix this problem 30 years ago, it's 99% better. But occasionally, like last Saturday, it acted up on me. It's way better. I don't have to take any medications or painkillers or ibuprofen or anything like that. It's not really pain for me, but sometimes it can be stiff. Especially in the morning, that's when you're going to be at your stiffest. So this is my little mobility routine I do when my back is feeling stiff. So now I'm going to demonstrate the first thing I do, be the cat and camel. This is a pretty old exercise. Other people may have different names for it. Might notice I keep my hands like this instead of like this. Most people would want to keep their hands like this, but my arthritis in my wrists won't allow that. So the only thing that's going to move is my spine. Mostly lumbar spine, but the thoracic spine and cervical spine move too, but no other body parts are going to be moving around. So I just go from cat, now I have a little hump, that's a camel. Doing it kind of slow. I do about 8 or 10 of those. I don't overdo it. Okay, so I'll do about 8 or 10 of those, and now I'm going to go into press-ups. Or it could be called, from yoga people, the cobra. I'm going to do about 10 or 12 of these. You may have more or less mobility than I do. Everybody's different. So I start like this. I don't press as far as I can on the first one, but each one I try to press a little bit further. Now this is my third one, and I'm as far as I can go from this position, but I feel like I'm loosening up and I could go further. So I switch positions with my hands, and now I'm like this, and now I can push further like this. That's number 4. This is about the speed I go, not too fast or anything. I'm pushing up a little bit more each time. You can probably see that. All the way down, relax. Here comes, I think this is about number 6. At this point, if I want, I could also lift my hips up like this and then let them kind of sink in like that. I'm going to do a couple more. That's a lot more mobility than I started out with. Feels a lot better. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more. 1 more. Last one. Here we go. And then from that, I go into the child's pose. Everybody likes this. This feels really good. Butt going towards my heels, and my shoulders and head are going down low. Yeah, it feels good. Okay, so now it's the over the ball stretch, letting gravity assist. Do have to have a little bit of core stability to do this one, so if you need to, you could have something to hold on to like this. And then when you're comfortable, you're not holding on. So now I'm letting gravity pull my arms towards the earth, and I'm rocking a little bit back and forth, somewhat right under my hips and my lumbar spine, under my belly button. This feels really good because I'm just relaxing and breathing and letting gravity do all the work. And I have a lot of arthritis in my spine. Used to be able to touch the ground with both hands, and now I'm getting older and a little bit stiffer and can't quite get there. But feels really good. Be careful coming back out of it. And there you go. Okay, the final thing I do after all that is I use this device. Looks like a torture device or a stegosaurus spine. It's called a Pso-Rite, spelled P-S-O-R-I-T-E. I'm not an endorser for this, but I use this And just because I do something that helps my back, it may or may not be appropriate for you. It may or may not help your back. This is a little bit aggressive. Be a little careful. This stuff really digs into your fascia and muscles and really helps loosen them up. That's what it does. All right, so we're going to start like this. You put the bigger end towards your lumbar spine and the smaller end towards your neck, your cervical spine. And I'm going to start down here and work my way up. Eventually I'll be using that pillow. You may or may not need one. Everybody's different in how much mobility they have. I've got a lot of arthritis in my back, so I start down here. I slowly come back and let this dig in and let gravity pull me down towards the earth, and breathe and relax, or try to relax, and let it do its work. Oh yeah. Okay, so I start there. Each position I may hold 30 seconds or so, however long I want, to let it do its work. Feel like I'm sinking in. You can feel the particular muscles that are extra tight with this. It really works on them. So now I start to move it up my spine a little bit like this. Same thing. Oh man, feeling really tight in this area today. Really, really tight. There we go. Oh yeah. Maybe you'll come off it for a second and go back onto it. The key is to try to relax and breathe. Not always easy. Okay. Now move it up further. There we are. Whew. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's get that pillow a little bit closer. I think I'm going to double it over like this. Put it like that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Whew. Well, you can see I'm not a teenager anymore, that's for sure. Okay. Now I'm down to this final position. This part is now digging into my occiput in a really good way right here. This feels really good. This feels great. Oh, man. All right, time to get up and see how I feel. Whew, man. I feel so much more limber than I did when I started this. So hope some of this stuff might help you and work for you too. Have a great day. Thank you.